Portland. They fought hard the whole game, and we kind of felt like at halftime that maybe we had given a little bit away that we shouldn't have. They made a nice little run towards the end of the half. But second half, our girls came out real strong in the third quarter. We felt kind of built that lead back up. Unfortunately, we did have a little foul trouble that ensued right after that, but I felt like in the fourth quarter when we started going all the way up the floor at 100, that tempo and that ball pressure really turned it for us.
Were you waiting for a specific time to use that full court pressure?
I wish I could say yes. No, not really. We had told the girls we planned on doing it at some point. We just, for whatever the reason, we felt at that moment, it was more about trying to change the tempo of the game. We were just allowing them to stay methodical, and they just don't make a lot of mistakes in the half court. And so we wanted to get up the floor and to see what would happen. And as soon as we did, it went our way.
What did you know about St. Pat's going in and what was your game plan?
I would say we knew a fair amount about them. We had some game film. Our game plan was to try to get it to the wings and then either look middle or reverse it, get some ball screens. Again, we wanted to make sure we got the ball to the middle of the floor and tried to get it to the baseline. We actually didn't do a great job of getting it low on the floor, and that probably hurt us for a while. But we did get it to the middle enough to get a few points.
Tori, could you talk about that spurt there in the fourth quarter where they had those turnovers?
Well, I feel like all game we were kind of trying to find our rhythm. Like, we went in and we knew some things about them, but I mean, it's an intense atmosphere being here, and I mean, you just never really know what to expect. And when we went into the fourth quarter, I just feel like we really came together. We really picked up our defense because, I mean, we've been doing really well with our defense lately. And I feel like we used it a lot. Like, we came out really hard, and I just feel like that was what happened. And we decided, it's time to pick it up. We want to win this game. And that's exactly what we did.
It seems like you guys almost flipped the switch intensity-wise, and could you kind of feel that too, that the pace, like you said, you wanted to change the pace. You changed it pretty fast. Could you feel that too?
Absolutely. I feel like something just kind of came over us. We were like, guys, this is it. And, we really came together. We've been playing really well as a team lately. And we knew, we have to do it now. And we're talented enough where we can do that and come together as a team and really just pick up the intensity.
And you can kind of see it, Matt. I mean, we got in some passing lanes, put a little ball pressure on them. We had been talking about the whole game, which was we don't need steals on the ball. We just need to put a little pressure on them, make them uncomfortable. We felt we had an advantage with our defensive pressure against their ball handlers. And, I thought you kind of saw it there in that little spurt, certainly, with some of the steals, some of the unforced errors they made. So it definitely changed it for our tempo.
Hey, Carla, can you talk about that? Because it looked like you had just picked up your fourth foul right before that.
Yeah, I did. The plan was just to stay in front of the girl and try not to foul her, try not to let her get the ball. And I just had to keep on moving my feet and try to do that as best as possible without fouling.
It was a tough game for several girls on the team, really, with foul trouble. We were having to cycle through and try to really be careful not to put them in a bad position. We actually, Carly picked up the third right before the first half ended, which was certainly not part of the plan, but we seemed to get through it. So these girls have done that all season. They continue to, the thing is, even if shots aren't going or we've made a couple mistakes, the one thing about this entire group is just they never really hang their head, that's for sure. They continue to play hard on the defensive end, and eventually good things start to happen.
Charlie, you guys rely on three-point shooting a lot, right? Is this background a problem, or?
Not for a lot of our girls. They've been here 3 times now, and I've been here twice, and Tori was here the first time, but Tori picked it up nice and easy, I thought, and I felt like we all just focused on the rim, and a lot of our shots went in a lot more than they did on Tuesday.
You were 1 of 14. Was that just in the first half?
I think this last game.
Last game.
Yeah, we were, I think, 1 of 18 or 19 for the game. So it was a tough shooting game. I know tonight was better. I don't know where we ended up. Probably pretty close to our season average, maybe somewhere around 28, 30%, somewhere around there is my guess. But didn't feel too bad. I know a few went in.
Tori, this is your first state final. You were a transfer out, after the off season last year. Talk about your experience being here and getting a chance to play in the final day for the first time in your career.
This is just incredible. Like, I owe this all to my team completely because, they have the experience, and coming into this as the new player, it's like you have to come in and find your niche, find your role. And I feel like the girls have just been really helpful with that, and the coaches, and everyone is so supportive. And I feel like that's why we're able to go as far into this tournament as we are, because we are so supportive of each other, and we always pick each other up, and that's why we're coming together so well. And I mean, this is just so exciting. I mean, the atmosphere is great. I mean, Saturday we're going to be playing for the state title. You know, you can't really put that into